Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Franco's World. It's episode 80. It's me, myself, and I today. It's going to be a fun episode. Next week we'll have on a comedian. It'll be a grand old time. Just a few housekeeping things before we get started. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Franco's World _. Go to baseballlegendapparel.com. Use promo code Frank with a K at checkout for 10% off your final purchase. And remember, this is only an exhibition. This is not a competition. Please, no wagering. So I want to start out this episode. Something really weird happened to me in the week that just recently happened. We had the episode with Claire. That was great. You should check that out. And then the day after I uploaded it, or maybe 2 days after I uploaded it, I got a strange email from a person I admire, a person who I've talked about at length on this show, somebody who I never thought would give me the time of day, somebody whose art captivated me at such a young age, and it resonated with me to this very day, and I was just genuinely in a state of shock and awe that this person, who has reached such high praise from many audiences, would take time out of their day to contact me, a regular fan from the middle of nowhere. It meant a lot. It meant a lot. And they contacted me via email. Okay, so I got a weird email from somebody, and don't know how they got my email, other than the fact my email is on my Instagram page. And I'm thinking that's where it came from. But this person, I guarantee you, I'm one of 10. The email says I'm one of 10. There has only been 10 people to receive this email. So me and 9 other people, we share this experience. And we're now, quote unquote, good friends with this big time celebrity. This celebrity, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a couple hints. This celebrity, they're an actor. They are an actor. That's what they do, and they won an Oscar. They won an Oscar, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. People were like, you know what, this person deserves the Oscar for this award. So it was within a decade ago. Are you thinking? Okay, it was Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey took time out of his day to email me. He knows I'm such a great fan. He knows this, okay? Ever since We Are Marshall, when I was a little kid, and I'm not kidding you, I watched that movie in theaters, went on a tour of Marshall University even before I was ready to go to college. And I took a tour of Marshall when I was actually thinking about going to college. That was my school. I liked Marshall. But I watched that movie every day, and I was captivated by his performance in that. The way he could unite the state and unite that certain area of the state more specifically, bring them back to greatness, even though it was like there's a real guy that did it. In my mind, McConaughey did that. So McConaughey took time out of his day to email me, and I'm going to read it for you today. All right, so McConaughey said, I'm not going to do an accent. I'm not going to do a McConaughey impression. That's not what I do. You know, I'm not an impression guy. I have one impression. 2 actually. I have Jim Justice, Governor Jim Justice, and I have Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. And if you want to hear that, let me know. I'll do it for you. So the headline reads, "Sending love, hide woof." Restart. So the headline says, "Sending love, heart eyes emoji." That's sweet. McConaughey would take time out of his day. He says heart eyes emoji. Okay. He says, this comes to us from Matthew McConaughey 213 at Outlook.com. Outlook is the Microsoft email. 213 is, I think that's a Los Angeles area code. And as we know, McConaughey is a Texan and is in Hollywood, but is the most Texas guy in Hollywood history. He lives in Texas. Documented. Okay. So McConaughey says, "I always see your likes and activities on my page. Thanks for the love and support. Thanks for supporting my dream and career. I love you ultimately. Over the years, I have learned that life is meaningless without sharing love. This is the first time I am sending a random message, and I hope it puts a smile on someone's face. Certainly did mine. Feel free to contact me through this email address because you are among 10 lucky fans I decided to surprise today. We're good friends now, all right?" Bummed out he didn't include 2 more all rights. All right. That's the McConaissance. "My Instagram is flooded with messages. I even lost concentration of my Instagram messages." He said that twice, right? I'm not just a poor reader. He said that twice. "My Instagram is flooded with messages. comma, space, 2 spaces. I even lost concentration of my Instagram messages. Okay. This is why I decided to assist my mutual communication using this platform. Hope you are staying safe. With love from Matthew McConaughey. Now, I mean, do I want it to be real? Yes. Yes, I want it to be real. I want that to be the most real thing in history. I want Matthew McConaughey to take time out of his day to contact me. I want to get McConaughey on this show. I want to ask him a billion questions under the sun. Unfortunately, there's no way this is real McConaughey. If you guys think I should email it back, I'll email it back. But then if I get my social security number hacked, then that's on you guys. Okay. So again, he read that or sent that to me. Took time of his day to send me that. It meant a lot to me. He obviously knows that I like his videos and his posts and his weird ambiguity when it comes to his content, because he just posts that he just gets others like, man, these green lights, man, you gotta start running through these green lights, man, to speed up when they turn yellow. Hello, when it gets red, you're dead. He just says weird things like that, and for some reason in my brain, I can flip that backwards and it makes sense. Okay? It makes sense to me. And I'm happy I'm able to, so if you're wondering, wow, it sounds different, I have internet now, folks. I have internet access in Appalachia. Who thought it could happen to me? And so today is the first episode that I'm trying to do video, and I've done video in the past, but it was uploaded with using my computer and doing this and that, and I'm trying to sync the audio. So it's a whole rigmarole. But now, with the beauty of the internet, and this is why everybody needs internet access, I think the quality will be much better. So, and we won't have interviews that cut out. I know last week's episode was an issue with the high and low pitch and Claire's AirPods because she's rich now, because she's a good comic and I suck. I get it. You know, that was going in and out. So now it's solely my phone. It's me. I'm messing with the settings on the mic so I don't have it up to my face like I always do. And yeah, this episode is, we're trying to do video. So maybe I'll do that thing so marketing in terms of comedy and stuff like that, you have to have the closed caption clips, and then you have the headline, and it's like yellow, red, blue, and it's like my grandma did this, and it's like that's supposed to captivate the audience into watching your content. Makes sense. I get it. So we'll see if I do that. I have internet now. That's the fact of the matter, and I went live on TikTok yesterday. TikTok app, yep. I'm back on the top grind because I've been getting minor success. I want to emphasize the minor part. This minor success. And apparently if you go live, it helps the algorithm. And I'm just going to say TikTok 5 times because apparently it's a very, like it's spyware technology. And I feel like if I talk about them enough, they'll like help me out and promote my stuff. You know, so I'm really trying to get on TikTok. TikTok, could you please promote my stuff more? Went live. That was a lot of fun. I plan on doing that every day. So 5 o'clock, I'll probably be on live tonight. I don't know why I'm saying that. You guys won't listen to this episode. 5. Oh, you might. So something else happened now that we got internet. We had a smart TV at my house. We still have a smart TV at my house. And it was gifted to me by my sister before she moved overseas. What a gift. What a gift. And, you know, it's had Netflix, Stars, Cinemax, Hulu, HBO, all that stuff. Disney, everything. And then some on the smart TV. Very rarely would we be able to watch something without cutting out every 5 seconds or even loading at all. You know, I watched Borat 2 and it took me 4 hours. And I can't believe I actually sat through it because honestly, it was kind of disappointing. I understand Sacha Baron Cohen can't play the Borat character because everybody knows who that character is. And he even had a scene where he's walking around as the Borat character and people are like, Borat, Borat. And he's like, no, it's not me. You know? So we got Netflix on my house. And my mom and dad are new to the Netflix game. So I had to explain to my parents how Netflix works. So I don't know if I'll ever talk to my parents again after explaining to them how Netflix works. Explaining to 2 senior citizens how Netflix works is the most taxing thing. I would rather work in a coal mine than describe Netflix, walk them through that, and then troubleshooting problems that will never exist. They just ask these questions about like, Well, what do we do if somebody's watching it and I'm trying to watch it in my bedroom? You can't watch it in your bedroom. You don't have a smart TV. Yeah, but what if I somehow get it through my TV in the cable? What if it comes through the cable box? It's not going to come through the cable box. Okay, so these, like, just so many, just deep. It's like when a little kid keeps asking, well, why is that? Well, why is that? Well, what if? That's what it's like. Senior citizens and 8-year-olds, very similar. So my mom asked me, how do I get Netflix to work? I showed her step by step. You do this, do that on the remote. And finally we get to a movie. I'm like, okay, give me an actor, give me a movie, give me a genre, something. Give me something to type into the search bar. The search bar, Mom, exists. She couldn't figure out how the search bar exists, but it exists. And she was like, okay, I want to watch a movie with him in it, with him. And so we were on just a random genre, and Kevin Costner pops up on the screen, and as she refers to him, Kevin Costner's name is him, and she's like, I want to watch a movie with him in it. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, that's a good movie. Okay, cool. So you want to watch the Dances with Wolves. Okay, so you want to watch this. No, I don't want to watch that right now. And then she asked it's funny because she doesn't know. Okay, it's funny because she doesn't know. She asked the most relatable question. She was doing the Vine, relatable Vines, smack cams. She didn't even know it. She asked, do people tend to have a problem on Netflix not finding things they want to watch or being overwhelmed with the selection? I said, Mom, that is 85% of what Netflix is. You get on the app and you have no clue what it is you're searching for. And when you get an idea of what you want to watch and then you read the description of it, you're like, not right now. That's not the right time. So she's figured it out. She's figured out what Netflix is. I will give her that. She's like, okay, so you just look at things. Netflix is like a museum. You look at things, you don't touch them, you don't take them, you just admire them, and you say, one day I'll actually go to the place that's, being described in this artifact. That's what Netflix is to my mom. Do people have that problem? Yes. Everyone and their brother has that problem. So the vaccine, this is a smooth transition, folks. So the vaccine being rolled out, Pfizer, I invested in Pfizer stock. I'm a millionaire now. Me and all my $15 investments are booming. No, so England. I want to say shout out to England real quick. God save the Queen. God save the King. Whatever I'm supposed to say. They got the vaccine and they're going through the trial run, and I appreciate them being the first man through the wall. Because I'll tell you one thing, folks, the first man through the wall always gets bloody, and I don't want to be that guy. I'll be third, I'll be fourth. I'm getting the vaccine. I'll get the vaccine. I'm a big wussy. You know me. I'm gonna get the vaccine. That's just me. All right. And people are like, oh, it's gonna turn me into something out of Chernobyl. It's not. It's not. And the long-term effects, you say, we don't know the long-term effects. Correct. Except for the biology used gives us a pretty good, in the backdated science of how vaccines work, give us a pretty good understanding of what it's going to be like down the line with these things. Okay, you're not going to go third arm. Okay, it's not going to happen. I don't foresee any sort of cancer development, the big C. I think you'll be fine. And it's really confusing to me that the goalpost, I don't know if you heard my knuckles crack, sorry, but it's really confusing me that the goalpost keeps getting moved on what, they're leaving it up for option. It's like you can get it, you don't, or not. They're not forcing you to get this vaccine, okay? But everything is turning into sort of like the moving the goalpost of, I believe Corona about this, I don't believe about that. Which bothers me because at first it was, I don't want the government infringing on my rights, I don't want to wear this piece of fabric. Okay? And now that the data shows that wearing the piece of fabric helps, or it's literally the least, when someone says, oh, it's the least I could do. But it's not. It's never the least someone could do. Okay? Wearing the mask, that's the least I could do. Okay? And now that's been moved from, I don't want to wear a mask, it's infringing on my rights as an American, I'm a patriot even though I'm going to kill people. All right, I'm a patriot. I'm the patriot for wearing the mask. You're not the patriot. I love helping the country out. I think it's great. I don't want to help people meet their demise in this country. I don't want to do that. I'm a good guy. I'm not a bad guy, you know? And so you wear the fat piece of fabric, you know, and then that got moved. Now more people are wearing it. More people are getting infected, and they're like, okay, maybe it's real. You know, it finally got to your neck of the woods, as Al Roker would say. It finally got there. And now it's moved to, well, it's not that I don't want to wear the piece of fabric. It's just like, I'd rather take my chances with the virus. I'd rather fight it. You know? That just bothers me. Because if you get it, then you pass it to somebody else, and it just continues the spread. And I'm not saying shut down the country. I think that's a bad idea, to shut down the country. However, we need to make more work from home options. We need to have more outdoor dining. Not shut down outdoor dining. I mean, holy cow. Don't do that. You know? And I'm not going to act like I have all the answers. But in this case, I think wearing the mask is the right idea. I mean, come on. I can't believe we're still having discussions over this. It's banana land. Let's see here. Okay, so one last thing. This is like, we're 15 so minutes in. Okay, one last thing here. Christmas playlist. I love Christmas time. Okay? I think our Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. I love the holiday season. And I made a Christmas playlist, specifically Christmas, okay? Christmas playlist, it's on Spotify. You could find it, Franco's Christmas Extravaganza. Huh? Pretty good name, right? And it's from Sinatra to Sia. I have all Christmas music. Honestly, it's so good. It is such a good playlist. I guarantee you Kohl's will buy this from me and play it in their stores from now until the end of time. Because if you worked in retail like I did for a couple years, you know they play the same 8 songs over and over and over again. So this time, it's 2 hours of music. It's 2 hours of music. That's it. You know? And they're just going to play that continuously. I think it's great. So Franco's Christmas Extravaganza. It is on Spotify. You should check it out. Okay? Show ideas. So Christmas time is here, and you guys know the reason I got into entertainment, you know, is the Christmas specials, the Christmas shows, the old Dean Martin Christmas episodes where he brings all his celebrity friends, all his funny friends, and they come together and they donate money to this children's hospital and that children's hospital and this charity and that charity. And that's my goal. That's my plan, to bring people together, unite, and make sure every kid has a great Christmas. That is a big time goal of mine. Last year, okay, we got like $20. We raised like $20 for charity. This year, I'm hoping to raise $21 for charity. So build more than last year. That's my goal. And hopefully I can bring some people on. I don't know. It's tough. I don't think I've built my rep up enough to be able to call people and be like, hey, can you talk for 2 minutes? And then can this person talk for 2 minutes? This person talk for 2 minutes? I don't think I've built my rep up in that sense. Maybe next year I'll be able to have that ability, but I don't think I can this year. And I just want to make sure every kid has a good Christmas. I think that's, I don't know, man. Growing up where I did, you saw a lot of kids not have good Christmases. You saw a lot of kids get disappointed on Christmas Day. Or maybe not necessarily disappointed, but maybe they were happy, but when you look at what you got and then you look at what they got, and it's like, you know, they're excited over getting a jacket from a Salvation Army, and you know, Tommy's upset that he got a game on PlayStation 3 that he didn't want. You know? It's all relative, man. And yeah, I just want to make sure kids got something under their tree. That's my goal. So yeah, that about does it there. Follow me on TikTok, especially because I'm posting a lot on there. Franco's World, _. In the meantime, keep taking care of yourselves and each other, and keep all those questions and answers coming when I do them. I should have done a Q&A today, but maybe next solo episode I'll do it. Thank you for listening, and as McConaughey would say, just keep living. All right.